Alright everybody, this is John Sandomal. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple days since I made a video, so I figured it was about time to do one. You can see right there, I'm using my television set where you can't see because it's real bright as my monitor. My computer is like right next to it. My desktop, I got a ridiculous graphics card that came with like a whole bunch of stuff that like I don't even need to buy a green screen. It puts stuff in the background for me, even games and brick walls and cities, and it erases the chat. Like, that was a good spending of money. So I was gonna use it because that little cube video camera works, the microphone works, but I just don't have the right recording yet for it, and I'll get it. So I figured I'll do it the old school way. You know what I mean? Like, I have the helmet, the ears on for the mic, even though I have a mic, but I'm using this. So yeah, I don't do drugs. So I know it's cocaine and Pablo Escobar, but it looks like Coca-Cola. But so we'll deal with it. But today, to be honest with y'all, I'll cut to the chase. We're gonna talk about mental health. You know what I mean? And how to deal with it. Because I deal with it. You know what I mean? On a regular basis, I deal with depression. From prior to the brain injury, I had a focusing problems, so I had to deal with that. Now with the brain injury, it's even harder to deal with. With depression, the anxiety, a lot of stuff. And I think this, for me per se, I guess, ever since I was young, I was always getting in trouble. I sent someone to the hospital. I made a movie video, when I was 7, burnt school. I always fought. I just think I had something wrong with me. You know what I mean? There was like a little chemical imbalance, and I was left to like just do what I do. You know what I mean? Like, and I just made it worse. You know what I mean? Like, I really wish it was nipped in the bud when I was younger. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. You know what I mean? It was nipped in the bud later. And I lost my 30s because of it. But I'm not gonna go into detail. But something happened to me when it was around 12 or 13 years old, and it was pretty weird. It was just awkward, and it was, I guess you could say it was devastating. I don't think so, but if I talked to a counselor, they would say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, that's when like all your trouble started. So obviously it was devastating to you. So we'll say I guess it had devastating outcomes because around that time, that's when I started doing drugs heavier, and stealing and robbing and doing everything, cutting school, doing all that shit. So I had a problem with like an anxiety a little bit. Even though I was a fighter, I would just use bravery. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter if you're scared, as long as you go through it. Once you hit the guy, don't matter how scared you are, you're stuck in that fight because he's gonna hit you if you don't hit him again. You know what I mean? So I look at it like that, and I'd be the first. 90% of the time when I was younger, I was the first one who swung. 95 almost. And usually the first guy who swings wins. Usually. So yeah, like so I dealt with the anxiety, and then I started noticing I got depression a lot. Like, I noticed people were just happy doing anything. You know what I mean? Even mowing their lawn, they were just drinking their beer and just loving life. You know what I mean? Or maybe not a beer, just drinking a cup of water. A water bottle, just loving life. And for me, I just needed stuff. You know what I mean? I needed like excitement. I needed to do drugs and around a lot of people, and to like make them look at me like, holy shit. Because a lot of my older friends from back then, I won't say their names, they'll admit it. They used to bring John with them only because they knew you bring John, something fucked up is gonna happen when he gets a few drinks in him. Whether it be me starting fights or just anything. And I self-medicated. Like, that's what the drugs was for. I did the weed, the drinking, the acid, then the ecstasy, then the coke, and then eventually heroin. But I did everything in between. Like, just everything. I just did everything. I was self-medicating myself. And it's hard, you know. So if anybody's dealing with any like emotions, don't ever hurt yourself over it. I want to stress that fact. You have too much to live for, no matter how depressed you are. Because I look at it like this: no matter how depressed I am, I'm a greedy motherfucker. I know there's plenty of pleasures for me out there for the rest of my life. So I'm not going to take my own life, no matter how bad I feel, and deny myself those pleasures. There's plenty of women that I'm going to probably see or be around and have the pleasures of the flesh. And there'll be pleasurable times, you know what I mean? Like, just things, you know what I mean? There's going to be goodness, trust me. You know, at the moment, you may feel bad, and you may feel like, you know what, I just want to stop it right here. Don't. And actually, you know what, if you ever do feel that, call me. You know what I mean? Hit me up. You know, I get this like 9 calls a day for this guy James. And I noticed he was an option on my email, so I don't know if he's trying to hack or something. But you guys know my number. Hit me up if you ever feel bad. You know, because there's a girl. Let me talk about that. You know, I'll get into that actually eventually. You know, like, but I'll do that. Like, if you are ever going through something. Because NAP did that for me. When I was writing, I wrote something on my Facebook wall, and like he knew there was something going on with me, and I looked up to him growing up. You know what I mean? And he was, he was my friend, but he was in like that upper class. I was in an upper class circle. You know what I mean? But he was in that like one step above. You know what I mean? Like, so he was like cool to be around. If you were around him, you were cool. You know what I mean? Like, he was one of those type of people, and he actually called me. You know, this was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, something like that. But he actually called me, and he actually had me in tears because I didn't think anybody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I wrote these things on the wall, like on my Facebook wall, like I'm going through something. If anybody knows, maybe I did something wrong, blah 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 blah. You know, because I might not have known if I did something wrong. Cause maybe my head is fucked up, and I thought it was right, and it wasn't. You know, but he called and he made me feel good. We still talk. We still talk now and then. You know, texting and shit like that. NAP, if you do watch this, what's good, you know, and I thank you again. But what I did was, you know, of course, you know, you guys know this by now. I did my 10 years, you know, and that was rough. Not rough being in there. I mean, you know, of course it was, but like, I'm not talking about that. I was alone the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I never got one visit. Not one. You know, and I don't expect my parents, you know, I have to work, and I'm far away, you know, I understand, but, like, Christmas, like, you know, like, anything, you know, one visit from somebody, you know, some aunt, uncle, a cousin, or a sister, yeah, anybody, I never got a visit. And my family really never wrote me at all, you know what I mean? Like, I was alone. I made friends with the people in jail, but they're never really, there's no friends, they say, in jail, you know, and I can understand that, but, you know, associates, I made associates, and I became close to it. I always kept a small circle. I don't want to spread myself out too wide, because if those people do stupid shit, I got to back them, you know, because they're considered my friends, you know, so I kept my circle small, and I was lonely. It doesn't matter how many people I was around. I was lonely, you know what I mean? I didn't have the people outside, so I made sure I bidded. I wouldn't call that much. Sometimes I would, you know, but I wouldn't call that much, and I wouldn't write either. You know, I would call, but that's it. I would just bid, just worry about bidding and let the time go. Just be stuck in the prison with my mind. My mind, I kept it inside and bidded. Like, I didn't have a girlfriend. She left me, and because of the bid, and you know, I would see these people, girls, and they would be like they would be fist fighting for slot times, the like 10:30 slot time. Like, the baddest motherfucker would have it for like 3 weeks, and like there was always a badder motherfucker. That's a bigger gang member and knows more, a bigger set, or you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's always someone else, you know, and they always just wanted to talk to their girl, so I didn't want those problems. I didn't want to always think, oh, I gotta call my girl at night because I gotta make sure she ain't going out. She's probably fucking sucking some guy off and she goes, you know, like, these guys are stupid, and all they have to do, Phones shut off after 11, so all she has to do is wait till that and go out anyway. That's not late, you know what I mean? She's not on parole, you know what I mean? Like, so, I would call 5 o'clock. No one cares about 5 o'clock slot time, you know what I mean? And, I just bidded, and it was rough. I was depressed the whole time. I take Wellbutrin. Wellbutrin is it's an NDRI. That's norepinephrine dopamine reuptake inhibitor. All the other ones are SSRIs. That's selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. And then there's an SNRI, which is serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor, which is like a Effexor. You know what I mean? But like the SSRIs, like Paxil, Zolol, all of them. Wellbutrin's, I think, one of the only NDRIs, and that actually does what it's supposed to do. Sorry about the movement. What it's supposed to do, it gives you energy. Or it gives me energy, but it gives whoever takes it, it gives them energy. I don't want to relate it to drugs, and I know I'm wearing a cocaine shirt, but like cocaine, when you sniff it or stuff like that, you're flooding your brain with dopamine. So, like, that's a dopamine reuptake inhibitor. You're helping your brain be more efficient. Just like the SSRIs do, too. The reuptake inhibitor means, like, I got one hand holding the stick. Like, so there's a thing here and a thing here. And they put their chemical through, like, say dopamine. And then this one picks up that much dopamine. And then this one picks up whatever's left that didn't get picked up. It reuptaked it. You know what I mean? Like, it just said, all right, I'll spit it out later. You know what I mean? When you take a reuptake inhibitor, it doesn't take those back. It leaves them right there and gives them more time to float around towards the other receptor. So you're using your brain more efficient. You're actually using more and almost all of your dopamine that you're putting out. You know what I mean? Instead of your body just taking it right back as the other receptor didn't take it. You know what I mean? And they used to sell it as Zyban to put smoke in, so, it does help. I never really fiend. I do smoke still, of course I smoke, but I never fiend, you know what I mean? But, so that's good. So, the Wellbutrin works for me. I tried every antidepressant under the sun. The Wellbutrin works for me. Like the Paxil, I could talk about this stuff. The Paxil, I could still get hard, but I could jerk off. I'd be in jail, you know what I mean? In a single cell, of course. I wouldn't be doing it with another fucking guy in the room. But single cells, locked gates, nobody, done for the night. I'd be jerking it, and I'd be getting myself right there. You're right there. Like, you start, like, saying shit, to, like, help yourself go and finish, and boop! Then all of a sudden, you're back at the beginning. Like, you're like, what the fuck? I'm not even close. So you're starting back over, but yet you're hard the whole time. And there was times where I just had, like, open wounds on my shit from just killing it so bad. I couldn't come on Paxil. I couldn't do it. I couldn't come. And if I did, it was because I didn't touch myself for like 3 weeks. And then I did it for 2 hours and I went crazy. And I probably had a little opening on myself from the rug burn from my hand. It was just crazy. So I didn't like that. You know what I mean? And that's when I started putting on weight, when I was taking Paxil. That's what it did for me. Some people don't, but that's what it did for me. And that's when I started taking Effexor, because it had norepinephrine and reuptake inhibitor. And that's like an adrenaline family. I figured it'd help me lose weight and stuff. And it did. It got me down to like a certain... It was still heavy, but it got me down, and then I was stuck at that weight level, and I can come. It just... I wasn't as, like, horny. Like, it took, like, my libido away a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't like it. And I didn't go to the bathroom. Like, number 2. I'm a chronic constipated in my prison files, because I always had to go to sick call. Say, you gotta drink water. I said, I'm drinking nothing but water. I'm drinking the amount of water that you think I'm being ridiculous and being a smart ass. All I'm doing is pissing it out. I'm not going to the bathroom. Going to the bathroom once every 2 weeks, and it's a fucking school bus. It's like a brick, And it's like bloop bloof, and it's like sometimes small, like dope shit. It's like you push so hard, and it's like a rabbit turd, and it makes so much noise because it's so condensed. You know, like, so I didn't like the effects. So when I came out, you know, first time, you know, for like 3 months, and I talked to the psych doc, and I told him I feel lethargic. I don't feel anything. Like, I feel just blah. Like, this medicine ain't helped me. And he was the one that said, you know what, I'm going to put you on Wellbutrin. And it's not going to take 2 weeks to take effect. It's going to take effect the first day you take it. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt something, like a buzz the first 2 days. And I thought that's what everybody felt. And I said, oh my fucking God, I've been missing out my whole life on feeling fucking normal. But then my body got used to it, and I stopped feeling that. And I was pretty upset about that. But, you know, it works. I still take it. I take 400 milligrams of SR, you know, because you could take 200 milligrams of the instant release. You could take 400 milligrams of the SR. The XR is 450. I mean, I used to take the XR as one pill, 450 milligram pill. I take the 200 milligrams twice a day. I could take it in one shot, you know, that's what I did in prison, but, you know, I do it twice a day, you know. But it helps. It does help. But so that's depression. And it, like I said, and I'll say it again, if you ever feel like you're bad, like you're that bad, or you feel that bad, get in touch with me. I have time for all of you, whether you're a guy or a girl, or we haven't talked in 10 years, 20 years, or we just talked yesterday or 2 minutes ago. You call me and get in touch with me some way, and we'll talk it out. We'll talk it out. Now, I'll have you convinced that there's stuff out there to live for. You know what I mean? And so that's depression, you know. And I also have the anxiety problem, and I'm on Klonopin right now for it, and that works well. I take 1 milligram Klonopin 3 times a day, and I don't get high because it's only 1 milligram, you know what I mean? And Klonopin's a slow acting, and it lasts longer. Xanax is faster acting, and it don't last as long. So you'll get like, you know, that's why people love Xanax. They get a buzz off it, you know what I mean? Like if you take the school buses, the 2 milligrams Xanny bars, you know, you get nice. Some people take so many that they need like 3 school buses just to get off the gate, you know what I mean? So I don't want it. They tried to give me Xanax in the hospital. I said I don't want it. You know, I want Klonopin, and I got that. But they also had me on Ativan, which is also like a antidepressant in the same family, and it was too much. Like you give me Klonopin and Ativan, like I want to be me. I just don't want to feel the bad feelings. So like, don't make me not me. So I told them to stop. You know, give me the Ativan. So I took myself off it, and so that's that for the anxiety. You know what I mean? There's, you know, but since I was in prison for 10 years and I came out, I don't really have friends. You know, I say it all the time. Really don't have friends. All you guys I consider my friends. You know, all the viewers and subscribers, even the non-subscribers that just watch it. Even you, Beavis and Butthead, that comment all the time. I love you. If you're one guy, I love you, guy. If you're Beavis and Butthead, I love you both. You know, because you guys stay active. Because what I need you guys to do, please be active in my videos. You know, like comments and likes and share it. You know, like the more activity I have in my videos, the more it gets shared because of the algorithm on other people. Like I have 172 or something subscribers. That's not a lot, but only basically you. And there's like maybe 70 or 80. I mean, because I got like 17,000 or 18,000 views. So there's more than 175 people. There's a lot of people that are not subscribers, but you know, be active. Help me out. I wanna go to the people, the other people. You guys are the reliable group that will, like, if someone says something bad about me, I won't even have to reply. You guys will reply for me. I love you guys. You guys are great. You know, you're the reason why. All you guys are the reason why I give this stuff away for free. I do the giveaways, which I haven't done in a while, but, you know, that's why I was doing them. And I do these videos, and I do the Bozo Chronicles, make you laugh and teach you, you know. So, but what I did, because I didn't have friends, you know, I have a guy friend that I've known. He was my big brother in my program, you know, and I've been friends with him still to this day, you know. And I went on Facebook, and I was like, you know what? I haven't spoken to a girl, and when I'm saying speaking, I mean speaking. You know what I mean? So now you know what I mean. And I can tell you the day. It was Hurricane Sandy, 2012. The girl's first name is Michelle. I won't say her last name, blow her up, but because I've been in prison this whole time. I mean, I've been home, but I've been freaking this happen, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to hit on anybody with a bulge out of the side of my head, now that I'm fixed, when I get this, I still got this on, when I got just the stitches. They took the tube out. The stitches are coming out Tuesday. I won't have the wrap no more. I'll look normal, and I'll feel more comfortable going up to people and, kicking it, But I wanted a friend, another friend I could talk to. I wanted a female. And not a female so I can, fuck her and talk all this, stuff to her. I just needed, I've been around nothing but dudes, for 10 years. Even dudes that looked more like girls than these girls on my road. But dudes, they're dudes, but they're nothing but dudes. I've been around, you take a shit and you're right next to someone, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you see someone's leg just wiggling and wiggling and wiggling, just the leg wiggling, and fucking pages turning. So it's like, yo, you're in the bathroom, there's like 7 stalls, and there's like 5 people jerking off together, not together, but like right next to each other, and their legs are like under each, because they're stalls. You can see their legs wiggling under the stall, it's just crazy. It's crazy. You just want to get in and get the fuck out, you know what I mean? If you gotta use the bathroom, it's bad. The nighttime's bad, you know what I mean? So, and I couldn't handle my business at night because I'm not gonna do it when there's a little freaking door, a little wall like that, just big. The guy's like right next to me with his thing out. I can't do that. I can't do it with a guy right next to me doing it. To me, it's almost gay, but I'm not gonna call anybody gay. I'm just saying that's a little weird, But whatever. But I wanted a female that I could finally talk to. You know what I mean? Like to get that part of my life, have their like a female's point of view, a female talking, like the female part, you know what I mean? Not the girlfriend. I'm talking about just the female friend, you know what I mean? Not the girlfriend, but the girl that's a friend, you know what I mean? And I took a chance and I hit up this one girl that was they like suggested a friend, like you might befriend this girl, and I hit her up, and I started the first paragraph about, because she does, I won't say her name, so when you watch this, I'm not going to say a name, if you didn't give me permission, so I'm not going to say a name, you know what I mean? But you're a wonderful woman, you're a very wonderful woman, and I told her about, she does stuff about beauty, she live streams, with makeup and stuff like that, and we went to school together, and, stuff like that. And I first talked about how she's into that. She has her own business and she does stuff that my sister's really good. I broke the ice about my sister and how she should look at her makeup. She does like, some of you seen it when I posted it on the wall. Now she's private, so it's off my wall. Where she made the Venom, but the mouth was part of her neck, like so the mouth was open wide. Joker, like she's amazing. I'll admit it. She's amazing. And I wanted them to like hook up, but my baby sister ignored me when I asked her to send me those pictures. She's seen what she can see, but most of it was private. So whatever, it is what it is. But I started a paragraph off of that. So then I went to, all right, now that they did that, that was my way of breaking the ice. And I didn't want to look like a creep by starting off by telling you I'm looking for a friend. I hope that you are all right with someone like me, where you could just talk to me once in a while and I'll be fine with that, you know what I mean? Like you don't need to be my girlfriend. I don't know if you're even seeing someone. Like I'm not hitting on you. I just would like a friend. I go through a lot, and I'm going to be honest with you. I had a rough life, I've did 10 years in prison, like I'm dealing with stuff in my house, like I deal with stuff, a lot of stuff. And I told her I was killed last year and my head's messed up, all this stuff. And I said, listen, I hope this is not wrong, Like, I hope I'm not doing something that's awkward, because I don't feel awkward doing it. Like, but I hope it ain't awkward. And if it is awkward, I'm sorry about this. And I want you to let you know that I'll never message you again. You don't have to block me. I will never message you again from this point until you message me and let me know that everything was fine and you're down to be a friend. If you don't message me again, I don't message you again. That's it. I took a chance, and, I picked the wrong person. But I wrote that message, and that girl wrote me right back, and we talk every day. She's got a boyfriend. He's a great. I haven't met him. I haven't talked to him, but he's a great guy, because he lets. Not like he lets. She can do what she wants. She's her own person, but you know what I'm saying. Some guys are like, get off the phone. Who are you talking to? That guy? What, are you cheating on me? He's not like that. He's secure with himself. He's positive, and he actually likes that. I'm getting help, and he like is interested in my stories too, like what I've been through and stuff like that. So I talk to this girl every day. Yesterday was the first time I did a video chat with her, because we text all day, every day, like days, every day, like about everything, and I have a great time doing that. I have a female in my life again. It feels great. It's unfortunate she got a boyfriend, but like, he's a cool guy anyway, so I don't care. It's good that she's my friend. You know what I mean? Like, it's good that she's my friend. And he's a lucky guy. I'll tell you that. Her boyfriend's a very lucky guy. And he's a great guy. So she's a lucky girl, because he's obviously, I don't know much about him, but from what I can tell, he's a great guy too. And I told her yesterday, let him know I said what's up. Let him know I'd like him to come over with you for some coffee in my fire pit in my backyard, and meet my parents, and maybe, whatever, like, bring him, like, tell him I said thank you for all these times he don't care that you're talking to me, like, and I always say, I won't talk about certain things out of respect to him and total respect for you. I've never crossed the line yet, and I won't. I'll never cross the line, like say, hey, do you think maybe me and you can go, and can't, I would never, ever do something like that. She's a friend. I would never violate my friend's trust. She's my only friend that's a female right now. I have one that's a male and one that's a female. I mean, NAP is my friend, Dawn, her, they're my friends too. I'm not counting you people out. Matt Richardson, Brett, I'm not counting you guys out. You guys are away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get to, like, see you guys. We don't, her I'll see. I'm going to see real soon. She wanted to even visit me in the hospital, but, like, I was like, with the COVID, they're really not going to let you. Maybe for, like, an hour if you're a family member. And she's like, well, I can say I'm your sister. I was like, nah, you're a germaphobe. Like, the only people in the hospital are sick people, So she's been great. And she brings me out of my mood sometimes. Like, if I'm depressed, or if I'm feeling like crap, or if I'm stressing out, I talk to her. I'll just text her. And by the time we're done, I'm thanking her. And I'm saying, yo, I got so lucky. I bring up that one day every fucking day. I wonder if she's annoyed by it yet. I'm like, I got so lucky I picked you out of all the people that was suggested. Because you guys know there's a long list all the time, like, you might have one friend similar to them, or sometimes none, or 15, you know what I mean? But I just picked her, and it worked. I said, I got so lucky, because she's super positive. She's super positive, super uplifting. And that's what I need, because my brain is still stuck in prison. Like, I almost got into a fight the other day with a guy, because I was on the phone in the store, and he gave me an attitude, told me I should take the phone call outside. I'm like, yo, we in a public place. Go buy your shit. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing. Buy your shit and get out of here. And then that was the end of it. It should have been. But I dragged it on. Went outside. Said, yo, you still got the gun in the car like an idiot. You know what I mean? And I was like, my head's only wrapped because I'm an MMA fighter. Don't think I'm a fucking pussy. I'll knock you to... and he wasn't saying nothing else. Because he wasn't trying to go there. But you know what? Even though I thought I was trying to go there, he could have killed me right there. You know what I mean? Or if the cops are called, I would have done it another year for something stupid. You know what I mean? So, she I won't use her name. I'll call her the girl. But that's not out of disrespect. That's out of respect because I didn't get permission to use her name. So the girl told me, like, it was over when you said the first thing. You dragged it out. Like, stop. Get your mind out of prison. Because my mind is still stuck in there because I left during this COVID crap and I've been living in this house. You see, like, except for my lot when I attempted to live stream when I walk, I do all my videos right here in my fucking room. There's my library, just in case you didn't see it. I got my library. Pretty lot of books. I got a lot of shit. But so mental health is a rough thing. I see a psychiatrist and I see 2 psychologists. Not see them, I talk to them. Psychologists, and because they think I need it, and I see psychiatrists. And I'm currently for psych meds on Klonopin, Wellbutrin, Vyvanse, which is like Adderall. It's not starting as a amphetamine, which is Adderall. Your body's got to metabolize it, and it turns into it. You know what I mean? So, it helps me. And, the best thing to do is just, if you're ever going through something, just I don't want to say walk it off like Rocky Balboa might say, if you get hit hard, walk it off. I'm saying just walk it off. It's still nice out. Walk around outside. Or call somebody. Or just write something on a wall. And you never know. You might get someone that sees it, that hits you right back up and brings you right back where you need to be. Normal. And medication does help. Don't be afraid to be on meds. You're not a loser or a psycho or a weirdo if you're on meds. I'm on a big Tupperware full of meds. A lot of them just keep me alive, but I take psych meds too. I just named them, and that's just my point of view. I don't want to keep you too long, but I want to let you know, anybody that's going through anything, you can always at any hour. I even sold my Dre Beats already. The guy, me and him were talking at 5:30, 6 o'clock. I took a shower and walked to the post office and mailed it to him and sold it already. He didn't believe me. I was like, I'm up, I'm dressed, I'm fucking with my computer. You know what I mean? Like, I already, I just need a shower. I showered and went to the post office. I was there, like, when they opened up. But, hit me up. I'm serious. Hit me up if you're going through something. Even if I don't know you. If you're one of my viewers or subscribers, or both, you know what I mean? Hit me up, man. Tell me you're going through something, and I'll take you serious. You know what I mean? Because mental health is nothing to laugh at, nothing to play around with. It's really not. It's really not, because I know people that aren't here today because of their mental health problems, and they didn't address it. They addressed it by ending it. You know what I mean? By purposely doing certain things, whether it be drugs or whatever. And they died. And they died on purpose. Even my brother-in-law, I won't go too crazy into it. He killed someone in 2016, on Middle Island, off Middle Country Road, where that Kmart used to be, that abandoned area. I think there was a fashion bug there too or something back then. He shot and killed a dope dealer, and he tried to pull his body into like that little bit of woods. He got arrested for it because he went to his girl all bloody at her job. She called the cops on him. He had the gun still at his house, and he was there. And he got 25 life, and killed himself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not good. You know what I mean? So, find a friend. If you don't have one, I'm sure all of you guys that are watching this probably have tons of friends. So, you're not in my position when it comes to that. You probably got a lot of people you talk to. But a lot of people they're too jokey. If you got something to talk about, you talk to the people that can be serious when it needs time to be serious. Like me. Like, I could joke around. I could tell you, this time I fucked a prostitute, and I couldn't get hard because I did coke, and I could do all that, you know what I mean? But look at me now, I'm dead serious, like, his mental health is serious. So if anybody has anything they need to talk about, talk on the comments below. If you do like what I'm doing, and if you do like this video, please hit the like button, the thumbs up button, because the algorithm pushes me on. I'm trying to grow. The views I get, I get the views. I got 4,000 views for one video now. I get views, but it's the subscribers. I'm only at 170 something. I wanted to be at like at least 500 by now. You know what I mean? Like, so the thumbs up in the comments will get me over to those people that might want to actually stick with it. You know, like, because I diversify. I do the Bozo Chronicles, the prison stories, the serious stories, sometimes books, sometimes stimulus, stocks, you know, like, I try to mix it up so nobody gets bored about me, you know what I mean? Like, everybody gets what they're into. The finance guys will like me because I do the finances. They might not watch the Bozo Chronicles, but they'll watch the finances. And the Bozo Chronicle guys love those movies, but they won't watch none of my other videos. You know, I know, you know, and I understand it. And believe me, there'll be another Bozo Chronicle soon. There'll be another one real soon. I'll have one real soon. But that's my video. You know, I took you for long enough. So call me, talk to me, text me, or text a friend, another friend, if you're going through something. Talk about it with someone, even if it's your parents or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whoever it is. Talk to somebody, or talk to yourself if you even want to, you know, and that's it, you know what I mean? That's all I gotta say, and I hope you all doing good, being safe, and are healthy, and are happy. You know, I wish nothing but the best for you guys, because you guys are my soldiers, the solution soldiers, you know what I mean? Like, you give me something to do, a hobby, and I have people that appreciate it. And you guys are like bulldogs, man. You guys will bite the heads off anybody that says something bad about me. And I love you guys for it, because when I had that problem with that RY guy, you guys were watching that video and you guys were all down with it. You know what I mean? Because I was going to interview him. You remember the video. But, alright guys, I won't take you any longer. Be well, be safe, stay away from COVID. Get that money. I just got the LWA just now for you guys that aren't sure about it. So did my friend. The $900, the 333. I just got it today in the middle of the day. So, you know, some of you guys, if you didn't get it yet and you're due to get it, you're going to get it any second. If you didn't already, you know. So I figured I'd put that in too. All right. Goodbye. This is John Santamaro. It's my channel. And I hope you had a good time. I hope you liked this video. Bye.